We had a great event last night. Georgia Carolinas, hosted by Dave and Nicole Tepper. It was over 2,500 kids and their families, so outstanding event. And I just wanted to make sure that I definitely acknowledge Dave and Nicole for their hard work within this community. Great practice today. I thought the guys did an excellent job just with the tempo, sense of urgency. Again, another day with Wednesday with the pads on, and excited where we are. Long way to go. Definitely going to be a tough task in Seattle. 12th man, loud crowd, definitely a different atmosphere. But with that, I'll take your questions.
A couple guys on the injury report. Was it more of a rest day for Foreman, or is he somebody you're concerned about?
Not really concerned about him. He did have that foot. I had an opportunity to be able to heal up over the bye week, and again, we'll see exactly where he is tomorrow.
Would you anticipate him practicing tomorrow, or do you not know yet?
I don't know yet.
Steve, how close with Henry Anderson do you playing?
It really just depends on his progress. So we cleared him today, as you know. He looked good moving around. He's been doing some other things before he hit the field today. So we'll see exactly where he is the latter part of the week.
Is there
Any chance for this week again?
I'm hoping so.
Is there any update on Andre Roberts? I know he's still on injured reserve, but is that still a possibility?
As of right now, no update on him.
Steve, Geno Smith has really kind of resurrected his career in Seattle. When you look and evaluate him, what is it maybe that he's doing now that's better than his initial run in the league with the Giants?
It's again, guys. It's always hard for me to try to compare what they've done in the past. I can speak on his performance now, and he's playing at an elite level. Some considered him to be in the runnings for the MVP. So I think he's doing a tremendous job in orchestrating and running that offense. They do a great job of moving it outside the pocket. The one thing I see that he does well is that when he gets outside, he's not looking to run. He's still has his eyes down the field and trying to make that throw.
Steve, you talked about the crowd noise. Is there anything that you guys have to do differently for this particular road game, communication-wise?
Well, we started the day just with the crowd noise and really trying to ramp it up throughout practice, particularly while the offense was on the field as well as special teams. So they're going to have to do a great job of just communicating, really getting in there tight and making sure that we have our nonverbal communications as well. So that's always a tough place to play. They do a great job with the crowd and really, those guys getting into it. So we just got to be focused and locked in.
Steve, Ben worked with Geno with the Giants. Is there any help that he can give you from a tendency standpoint when you guys are game planning?
Not so much a tendency standpoint. He did express how smart he was and how well he reads defenses.
It's been a while since the Panthers have played a truly meaningful December game. Is that something you guys have talked about, you've reached on, or that you think about it in regards to, is there a different feeling that it's now December and it matters?
Our approach has always been the next game, and you want to play your best football in December. That's always been the case. And this is an opportunity for us to go against what many consider to be a playoff team, which I feel they are as well, on the road, hostile environment, and see exactly how we pair up.
Following up on that, Steve, is this now, I know you go week by week, day by day, but are you guys almost in your own kind of playoff mode? As you're playing for?
I think you have to be, and that's the reason why we talk somewhat about a playoff mentality, particularly going into a playoff environment. And, it's all about us. We're not worrying about the outside noise and what happens in other games because, to be honest, we got to make sure that we win. And as long as we're doing that, taking it one day at a time and trying to win the day, we'll see where we are in the end.
You use the phrase playoff mentality. Where do you see that? What does that look like?
What does it look like? It's just a high level of focus, and understanding the sense of urgency that you have to have once you get to the playoffs. Are we there yet? But no, we're trying to create that mindset.
Some of the guys, and I think you mentioned it before too, you've used videos to kind of motivate the guys and just remind them of the tenacity and the intensity that you're expecting. Have you shown them the playoff win over the Seahawks as you prepare to go out there this week?
Didn't show them the playoff win, but I did talk about 2015 when we came off a bye and we went out there and played them. We were down in the fourth quarter, 2 scores, and found a way to win the football game. So, same logos, 2 different teams, same mindset for us going out there, coming off a bye, and trying to come away with a win.
Do you view this as a must-win?
I don't view it as a must-win. I view it as a win that we want, and we want to win every game. So I'm not going to put it in a situation to where it's do or die here. We still got a lot of football left.
Coach, when you look at them defensively, they're giving a lot of yards, but have a ton of takeaways. How would you describe them as defense?
I talked about that this morning. I think they're very talented defensively. Guys up front, Woods being one of the top guys there. Diggs, one of the top safeties in this league. They still got Bruce Irvin there playing at a high level. And they have found a way to generate and create takeaways. They're second in the league, I believe, with 21. So we got to do a great job right here protecting the football.
They're not so good in the run defense coming into this game. There's a huge area of opportunity there for you guys. When you've been able to establish the run, it makes it a lot easier on the quarterbacks, and you have a higher degree of success. With Foreman nursing a foot injury, do you think you'll approach it differently? Will we see K. Mays in the backfield, or is that something you can't really share with us just yet?
Well, it's no secret that I believe everything we do starts up front, and I think you have to have a good run game to be able to be successful. I know guys like to spread it out and throw the ball around, and we're going to do whatever it takes to win football games, and that's what we need to do. We will, but I believe in establishing the run, and everything we do, as I said before, starts up front. And then off that, we'll create, different elements of how we can attack them.
With Kenneth Walker hit up in the air, how do you guys prepare to face that run offense?
Well, I think they have all the quality running backs as well. We talked about it. Regardless who's back there, we got to stop the run. We got to try to find a way to make them one-dimensional. And as I mentioned all year, you're not going to stop quarterbacks in this league from getting their yardage in the passing game. But when they're running and passing the ball, it's a long day for you. So we've got to stop the run early.
Your reaction on Baker landing in LA?
Kudos to Baker. As I said before, professional in everything that he did while he was here. Only wishing him nothing but the best, and hoping he succeeds out there.
How's Darnold looking at practice?
I thought he looked pretty good today. Again, moving around, throwing the ball well. Again, really trying to operate the offense under the conditions with the crowd noise. So I thought he did a pretty good job today.
What do you remember about Geno early in his career, and what's the message for a guy like him, since you guys are kind of that constant for a quarterback, as far as you can resurrect your career after not being a starter for a long time?
Again, just, I compliment him in the way he's, progressed over his career. Many would say he had an up and down career, but I think he's playing phenomenal right now. And, what it's a factor of, could it be him? Could it be the scheme? Could it be the coaches? There's so many other things that I don't know, but he's playing at a high level and doing a great job for them.
Is your, I think I heard this, is your intention to go out there Saturday as opposed to Friday? I know some teams will go out
Saturday, going out Saturday, yes.
That give you enough time in your mind to act?
Yeah, but I've experienced this many times, being here before, going out there early, Friday, going out there on a Saturday. I think it's just best to keep the same routine, and we'll get there and still have curfew at 9 o'clock, which will be 12-hour time, and should be ready to rock and roll the next day.
This year's been quite a whirlwind with just a lot of stuff and kind of mental games, if you will, in that locker room, whether it be a new head coach, Christian being gone, then Robbie being gone. And does the bye week give everybody a chance to kind of get their feet underneath them, especially with the reset of the calendar in December and the final push of the season for you?
I think it does in so many other ways, just beyond what I consider to be the it factors sometimes throughout the season. It's just really an opportunity for us to heal and recharge mentally. I think our guys have done a tremendous job of really handling not allowing it to get in the way. And whatever it may be, as I talk about all the time, could be the things that you just mentioned. It could be weather. It could be all kinds of stuff outside in their personal life. We got to find ways to be professionals, to refocus, and come and do our job. So these guys have done a tremendous job of really blocking out those things and performing well. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity that we're going to have on Sunday.
Everybody good? All right, thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.